That's a choice in this election that you here in Oregon have a chance to make.
Presidential hopeful Barack Obama was in Eugene this evening campaigning for your votes. We'll have a complete wrap-up of the senator's Western Oregon visit. KEZI 9 News at 11 starts now.
This is KEZI 9 News at 11.
Presidential hopeful Barack Obama makes a second appearance on the University of Oregon campus in less than 2 months. Tonight, the senator delivered a message of change to the thousands of people that turned out to hear him speak. KEZI 9 News reporter Holly Menino joins us live from the rally site. Holly, the senator touched on several subjects tonight. Tell us more about his visit.
Fazio introduced the Illinois senator. After that, Obama took the stage. He started the night with a message on unity, noting a civil rivalry that folks here in Oregon know all too well.
On Oregon!
In Oregon, two sides not usually so civil came together for one man. The Oregon State men's basketball coach introduced Senator Obama earlier in the day. Then later, the men's basketball coach for the Oregon Ducks did the same thing. The Illinois senator started his speech noting that unity.
That's a sign of being able to bring anybody together in this country. The Ducks and the Beavers.
For 15 months, Obama says he's tried to bring a positive change.
All across the country, the American people are saying, yes, we are ready for change. We are ready for something new. We're ready to turn the page and write a new chapter in American history. And we are going to bring this election to a close right here in Oregon if all of you feel that same spirit.
Obama tried to ease Democrats' minds, warding off the thought the Democratic Party was becoming divided.
Now listen, I just want everybody to be clear that we may have some arguments within the party. We've got some real differences. But whatever differences exist between myself and Senator Clinton, they pale in comparison to the other side.
Senator Obama steered clear of comments on Senator Clinton, but focused on Senator John McCain instead.
Bush and Cheney won't be on the ballot. The ideas of Bush and Cheney will be on the ballot because, like it or not, John McCain has decided to run for George Bush's third term. That's what he's all about.
He ended his speech calling Oregon to action, promising change if indeed voters get behind him.
Service to our country.
Now, Obama also talked about health care, education, the economy, and ending the war in Iraq. Now, close to the conclusion of his speech, he talked about his roots a little bit, the fact he was born to a teenage mother. His father left when he was 2. Despite those circumstances, both he and his sister were able to go to college. Live in Eugene, Holly Menino, KEZI 9 News.
Thanks, Holly. Senator Obama spoke to more than 8,000 people on the U of O campus tonight. Those crowds rushed into the field once officials opened the gates this evening to get a prime spot as close to Obama's stage as possible. People showed their support for the Illinois senator with hand signals and chants. And now that the speech is over, there's only one question. Did the senator live up to the crowd's expectations? KEZI 9 News reporter Dan Corcoran is live on the U of O campus with the answer. Dan, you spoke with people after the event.
I did, and everyone we talked to was pumped up by Obama's words. This was a mixed crowd, people of all ages, but because this event was held at the University of Oregon, this student body was well represented here. And as you can imagine, people were claiming those front row spots right off the bat. Many in the crowd say tonight that Obama has a way with words. Supporters here say he knows how to connect with the people he was speaking to. Thousands waved signs with Obama's campaign slogan, "Change we can believe in." A couple of giant beach balls even made their way through the crowd. Spectators say Obama really spoke to the issues that matter to Oregonians.
I think it was really fantastic when he said that we can't wait when it comes to issues like climate change. I think that's one of the really biggest issues besides student debt that students around the state of Oregon care about, and particularly residents of Eugene.
I am young and I do want change, and it's one of the first political candidates that I personally really strongly identify with. And that makes me want to vote for him, makes me want to tell all my friends.
Many of the supporters we talked to say Obama's words have have the ability to inspire them and the rest of the nation. And they say they're ready for Oregon's voice to be heard during our state's primary on May 20th. Now, the U of O students in attendance tonight say they were thrilled that Obama was here and here for a second time. They say it shows that he really likes this particular crowd, and judging by the reaction from thousands tonight, it looks like they really liked him too. Live in Eugene, Dan Corcoran, KEZI 9 News.
And before heading to Eugene, Senator Obama made a stop at the Lynn County Fair and Expo Center in Albany earlier today.
So, it is good to be back in Oregon. I love this state. I have good time every time I come here. Love this state.
Obama talked to the Albany crowd about a wide range of topics, emphasizing the environment, though. The Illinois senator says Senator Clinton's summer holiday from the federal gas tax would only postpone making changes in the country's reliance on oil and fossil fuels. He says investing in solar and wind energy could result in millions of jobs across Oregon and the rest of the country. Obama also discussed his plans for universal health care and unifying the Democratic Party. Now, the folks that went to that started lining up early for his visit, some as early as 5 o'clock in the morning. Many say they were curious to see what it is about Obama that's got so many people talking these days. Kathleen Harris says she's never been so supportive of a presidential candidate before. She traveled from Eugene with members of her family up to Albany to hear Obama. Harris says though her granddaughter is young, it's an experience she wants her to have.
We want her to be able to see there. We want her to be able to know in the future, us tell her that we were there. We were there to watch him and to see him and to hear him speak.
Obama spoke around 3:30 this afternoon. About 3,000 people were allowed through the doors. After his speech in Albany, Senator Barack Obama took time for a one-on-one interview with KEZI 9 News reporter Heather Hinsey. She joins us live from our Eugene newsroom with more on that interview. Heather, the senator talked about Oregon's primary.
Carenza, last week, Senator Obama announced his plan to end the race for the Democratic nomination in Oregon. He says a win in our primary on May 20th will put him over the top with pledged delegates. Both Senator Obama and Senator Hillary Clinton are still far from reaching the more than 2,000 delegates they need to officially clinch the Democratic nomination. But Obama says he expects to win Oregon, and his staff says even if he doesn't win Kentucky and West Virginia, he'll still have enough delegates to win the majority. I sat down with Senator Obama after his rally in Albany. He says Oregonians will vote for him because of his stance on the environment and alternative energy and because of his honesty.
You know, Oregon has a strong tradition of good government, of transparent and open government. That's something that I've championed, passing some of the toughest ethics reform legislation since Watergate, making sure that taxpayer dollars, how they're spent, is posted on the internet. So I think people appreciate that. I've got the strongest environmental record of anybody in this presidential race, and obviously people of Oregon are very concerned about our environment.
And I also spoke with Senator Obama about Oregon's economy, the problems facing the timber and salmon industries, and the county timber payment cuts. He says he'll work with Oregon Senator Ron Wyden to get money to counties so they won't have to struggle to provide services. He also plans to invest millions in clean, efficient energy, which he says will create more jobs. Live in the Eugene newsroom, Heather Hinsey, KEZI 9 News.
Senator Obama will make an appearance in Bend tomorrow. Obama will speak at Summit High School. Doors for that event open at 9:30 in the morning. It starts at 11:30. Tickets are available at the Obama campaign office in Bend. Meanwhile, Senator Hillary Clinton spoke at OHSU in Southwest Portland today. Her message, universal health care. Clinton spoke to a crowd of about 50 young patients, their families, doctors, and staff at OHSU. She described universal health care as moral and economic imperative and says under her plan, everyone would be covered. Clinton argues Obama's health plan would leave some patients at risk.
There are 600,000 uninsured Oregonians. Under my plan, everyone would have insurance. Under his plan, at least 220,000 would still be left uninsured.
The roundtable discussion included two mothers, both who have children with disabilities, neither of them insured. And they say they fear the health insurance is insufficient for many families. Senator Clinton will head to Eastern Oregon on Sunday. She will start in Pendleton at 9 o'clock and speak at the Helen McCune Recreation Center. From there, she'll make a stop in Baker City for a noon event at the Baker County Courthouse. She will finish up her Eastern Oregon tour with a 3:15 event at the Obsidian Middle School cafeteria in Redmond. And Senator John McCain made a campaign stop in New Jersey today across the country. He was introduced at the event by Senator Joe Lieberman, a former vice presidential candidate. McCain says he and Lieberman both agree the nation must address the issue of climate change. The presumptive Republican nominee says he's pleased that a bill addressing the issue will soon be up for debate on Capitol Hill. McCain will be in Portland Monday, May 12th to campaign for your votes. Republican National Committee member Danny Diaz spoke to the media about presidential candidate John McCain this afternoon. When it comes to health care, Diaz says McCain is focused on addressing the issue in a way that empowers doctors and parents to make decisions about their family. He says Senators Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton have a different approach to the health care system. Diaz says they want to provide a health care plan that sends money to Washington, D.C., where someone else decides what health care is best for their family. Diaz also spoke on McCain's gas tax holiday plan.
So at the end of the day, John McCain understands that we need a long-term solution, but right now we also need a short-term solution. And it's unfortunate that Senator Obama fails to understand, he is so out of touch, that he fails to understand that families need relief now.
And when it comes to the environment, Diaz says McCain is a Westerner, so he understands the environmental issues that the state of Oregon faces. KEZI 9 News at 11 is just getting started. Coming up after the break, 180 Western Oregon mill workers are out of a job tonight after a Portland-based mill decides to shut down its Halsey mill. We'll have reaction from workers. And 2 Virginia schools are under fire tonight after free speech advocates say they banned pro-abstinence T-shirts from campus. We'll have the details.
Clear and cool out there.